once again, students. Welcome back to CSC 151. I thought I'd be making this video a bit sooner, but I forgot I had finals to grade, and then, of course, all the students with all their makeup work. So now we're into this, although for those of you in later classes, you're not going to see a delay in this. But here we are. We've now made it through 1 week of Excel, or 2 weeks if this is the full semester version. Now we're going to start getting into coding. We're going to start going into actually, changing things about these cells based on certain conditions. Now, a lot of these formats will be, either in the Formulas tab right up here, or we could just type them in manually. However, there is one thing, this Conditional Formatting button right up here, that's on the Home tab on the ribbon. And I've got myself set up a couple of things that are, that I have just as this. So let's just say I'll grab these numbers. And the first thing I'll check is the ones that are equal to 10. So I can go under the Conditional Formatting, and I've got some options. I've got some highlighting cells rules. So I could say from highlighting cells equal to. And a little thing will pop up and it'll say, oh, find cells that are equal to the value of 10. And I can change it with like a light red. I'll just make them green. So, 10 will be green. Boom. And you'll notice out of those highlighted cells, only the 10s turned green. Now I'll try the same thing again. This time I'll select cells between 0 and 10. So I'll go to the Conditional Formatting, go down to Highlight Cells Rules, and I'll hit Between. Same thing, this time it'll say Between, and I'll pick 0 and 10. And this time I'll make them, I'll make them yellow. Why not? Yellow with dark yellow text. Boom. And now only those ones between 0 and 10 were that. It skipped out the 25 and skipped out the 23. And I can do a less than and greater than, and it'll sound exactly as it is. So let me just go and say less than. I'll click this, and it'll say less than 10. And less than 10, I'll just keep it red. Boom. You'll notice, if there's a situation where something is already a color, it will stay that color. Okay? So before these 10s got overridden, because I did an equals 10 and then I did a between 0 and 10. But now that I did specifically a less than 10, well, this 10 right here and this 10 right here weren't affected by that. So only these two got their formats changed. So these two previous formats remained the same. And I'll just prove that again just by I'll make everything red. Whoops. Okay, well, you know what we now have? We have the Conditional Formatting actually overrides the normal fill color. So what I'll do here is I will go into the Conditional Formatting, and I'll do Clear Rules, and I'll clear rules from the selected cells, and I'll get rid of it. So now all of these are red. And I will go in Conditional Formatting, and I've already done less than 10. Let me do greater than 10. So I'll do greater than. It's literally the top one, David. And I'll do greater than 10. And just to make sure, I'll fill the format with, you know what, I'll do a custom format this time. I will do size, border, fill. Fill will be this nice dark blue. And the font will be... Where's font color? Do I have font color? Oh, I can do a pattern style as well. I'll do a pattern of blue and little dots. Actually, those dots really don't show up. Let's do lines. Okay, why not? Let's make it a little bit of a lighter blue so the lines show up better. Yeah, there we go. Checkerboard pattern. And I'll make the font, bold italic. Why not? And now, so that'll be what it looks like for everything that's above 10. This will be very difficult to read, but, we're okay with that. And there we go. We have a 25 and 23 wound up changing formats, but none of these other guys changed formats. So, yeah, if something is not calculated by the conditional will only happen if the condition is true. Remember, back to the pyramid or back to the little formats? Not the formats, the flowcharts. Conditions have two options. There's option A And option B, condition true, condition false. This right here was true, therefore it got the condition. These right here were false, therefore nothing changed about them. They were as we left them. We can do other stuff as well here. We can also sort things. Whoops, so let me go back to 200% on that. 250, there we go. So if I grab these guys, under the conditional formatting, I can go to top-bottom rules, and I can say sort by top 10. So the top 10 items, and top 10, and I hit OK. Boom. Excuse me, one moment, undo. That did not work the way I wanted to. What am I? Top-bottom rules? Let's do the top 10%. Let's see this. So, format only top and ranked bottom ranked values. Yes. Top 10%. 10% will be green. Okay. So there we go. Out of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this was literally the top 10%. Was this one cell right there. I bet you, because I had exactly 9 cells, that the top 10 literally included all of these. So let me just go and make a couple of, cells of something else, just to prove a point. Now that I have more than 10 cells, let me go back and try that top 10 again. And let me go into conditional formatting, top 10 items. And I'll make the top 10 red this time, just so it's clearly distinct from the green. And there we go. So my top 10 got highlighted in red here. And now, I guess, in theory, if I were to do the bottom 10%, actually, first let me just clear the formatting here, just so we got rid of that. Let's go into conditional formatting, top-bottom rules. Let's go bottom 10%. And the bottom 10% wound up simply being this 0. Did I click bottom 10% or just bottom 10? I might have clicked bottom 10 items. No, bottom 10 items gave me that. So yes, the 0 was literally the bottom 10% of all of this. And just to make sure that was happening, bottom 10%. Bottom 10% is... And of course, if I switch this around and make it so that this is no longer the bottom 10%, the bottom 10% wound up moving to the 1. And if I make this 1, I don't know, the 11, you'll notice the 3 now becomes the bottom 10%. If I make this a 33, there's a 5. Let me make this 15. Make this 16. Make this 17. There we go. Now these 3 10s were both part of the bottom 10%. So yes, you can get multiples with bottom 10%, same as you can get with top 10%, so on and so forth. So and of course, as they change, because these are all conditioned, it's basically like coding. As these are all conditioned, once the condition becomes false, it'll go away. Once the condition becomes true, it will remain. In the next video, though, we're going to actually start making these equations on ourselves. Not using these little buttons up here, we're going to start making these equations by hand. So, I'll see you all in the next video. You guys have a very great day. Bye-bye.